So the reason I decided to come back and say my piece again for this franchise was not to get views, or because I love to hate things, because that would paint me as a totally dysfunctional human being, or because my channel is dying. It's YouTube, and I'm a fucking food scientist. Do you think YouTube fame or money means anything to me? Good. Also, hating on things or being toxic, there are plenty of shitty channels that do just that, and that's not my goal. But I strive to be honest, you guys, and despite disagreeing with lots of people in this community, I still consider them good people. So anyone that you're about to see me blast, I'm just blasting your Halo opinion. I am not blasting your personality. So let's just get that out of the way first, because some people consider their Halo opinions their fucking lives. So let's just get it out of the way. I think opinions and statements can be picked apart without resorting to diagnosing an entire person as retarded or idiotic. So I'm saying that in the context of being idiotic, these comments are, in my opinion. They'll also say the complete opposite for mine. So, I mean, this is just how humanity works. Now, my goal used to be to put out informative videos and topics that made you guys think. You know, whether or not 343 had lied about their populations, which they have, or whether or not it was right to call fans entitled, which it was not. I've always tried to do what I think is right for the overall community, and mainly the past members who are outraged and angry that Halo has been destroyed in the manner it has, but also that the 343 industry bots cannot fathom why we feel the way we do about the game. Now, there are a lot of YouTubers out there that are saying pretty much the same things that I'm saying. For example, Weapons Grade says very similar things to what I say. Him and Faven say a lot of similar things. It's just they are more eloquent in how they say it. They write their scripts, they rewrite their scripts, they sit on their scripts for a while, they think what are the negative connotations, whereas I just want to say what's honest. You know, after you have a crappy game and you're just absolutely ranting and raving, those are the types of commentaries that I like to do. So, I mean, some people are going to say, oh, you're shit, whatever, man. It's whatever, because I know that I have an audience and I know that I have people that are going to watch me. So, here we go. We know that some of these 343 industry bots, by the way, will not see our point of view. They say they do, but do they really? I understand why people can like the game. They're easily pleased, in my opinion, which is fine, but this is Halo. And we expect, because a bar was set by Bungie, a high standard. If you don't meet that standard, you're going to take some flack, and rightly goddamn so. Oh, and the last MCC patch is verging on 2 years, and you better believe I'm going to have a very, very special video ready for that anniversary. Now, before we get into this, the majority of my subscribers, thank you for the support and your words of guidance while I battle with leaving or staying. This is about 6 months in the making. No matter how much I wanted to leave, you asked for videos to be relisted. Recommended PC gaming to me, which was and is a great idea for me. It fits. So because of what you've done for me, I'm going to do something for you. Put these stupid comments that people post defending undefendable actions on blast. Why? Because you can ignore ignorance and take the high ground, Anakin. And silence can work, because silence is sometimes the best answer to total nutjobs. But also silence can be an enabler to these people, convincing them that they're in the right. So here we go, guys. I'm going to verbally destroy some absolutely idiotic comments on the Einsteins behind them. Pepper that, Angus, because I'm going in dry. So the first comment, and this is one, I actually love it. It's one that was posted on my last video about if 343 have an ego, and I'm saying that they do. So these are vids that people made to get attention, and the sad thing is it works. The sad thing is it works. If the commentary topic that 343 has ego problems wasn't true, it wouldn't get views. And that's the way I see it. And that's the reason that I put it out. It wasn't to get views, it was because I know that that title is true. Because I have seen it more so than other people. And a lot of people say, like, you're just jumping on the hate train bandwagon. Motherfucker, I was one of the beginners of this bandwagon back in 2014 when MCC released. I had such high hopes, so if you want, I'll unlist some of those videos. But I went in on 343 nearly immediately for some of these things throughout the entirety of MCC's life cycle. So I'm not doing it to get attention. I'm doing it because I actually give a shit about this game. Unlike people that are willing to make concessions. This is Halo. This isn't COD. You know, this is Halo. This was the game to play when I was younger. And I will fight for it as much as I damn want. So this video was made by someone with ego. Well, everyone has an ego, but I don't think I have as much of an ego to not apologize for things that I've done in the past, which I have done. You know, when even like in the Luke the Notable video that I half called him out, I didn't really call him out. I was just deconstructing his opinion. But I even, you know, said to Luke beforehand that I'm going to release this video. What do you think? And he's like, man, go ahead. So, if I had an ego, I would have just gone ahead and been an absolute egomaniac and not asked anyone. So I've tried to be respectful to people in this community, even when I disagree with them. Because I disagree with your Halo opinions, but I don't think that you're bad people, if that makes any sense. So, he feels better than 343, you're goddamn right. And he feels like he has a right to give them crap. I goddamn do. MCC patch nearing on 2 years since we got the last one. Boom! Also, do you know how gaming works? Well, I do. You either grab a controller or a mouse and keyboard, you boot up a game, you select load save file, or yeah, you kind of just control a player character or a car or whatever the fuck it is. Is that how gaming works? I hope so. Microsoft makes the deadlines and decides whether to make microtransactions or DLC. So basically, you are a hypocritical dumbass who feels entitled to give others crap when you can barely make half-decent videos. I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with the half-decent videos. I know my content can be shitty, but I think it's the right type of shitty. Right? Right. And the second comment, this is from Halo Collective. How can a game studio have an ego laughing my ass off? I don't know if you guys have ever interacted with these dudes on Twitter, but they are some of the worst people ever to deal with because they begin arguments on behalf of 343. And I've argued with them so many times. I've argued with their former leader, whatever it is, their collective, their, you know, the leader. All hail the leader. But I've argued with these guys so many times that, here it is, Halo Collective, I'm calling you out. You talk a ton of shit. You talk an absolute ton of shit, and I don't like your channel. There we go. And the most common comment that you're going to see. Comment number 3. You're a hater. I think you meant you are a hater, but whatever. Now, like I said down below, not at all. Any more intellect apart from a silly statement, or can your brain not compute criticism? This is what a lot of people think. You know, you make a criticism on a company, and you make it from... This is what I'm saying. This is what I said earlier about Faven and Weapons Grade, that they would look at these things still with their passions, but a little bit more objectively. Whereas, I'm a passionate guy, and I'm not hiding behind that. I'm a goddamn Irishman, okay? I am gonna say what comes to my head, and my god, you better believe that that's my honest opinions. So, saying that I'm a hater, not a hater, man. I just feel very, very, very strongly about what I'm saying, and I'm not afraid to say that. Because a lot of people are. A lot of people feel that they have to be, you know, they have to beat around the bush and say, well, you know, I understand that you like this part of Halo 5, and that's cool, but I hate this, and, you know, you can still enjoy your games. You know, I think that's just pandering. You don't get anywhere by saying that. Bring a point, challenge someone. If they want to challenge you back, challenge each other, but be good to each other when you're challenging each other. And the reason that I'm doing this commentary was because I have been reasonable in the past, and that has gotten us nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. So, here it is. Putting people on blast because I think this is the right thing to do at this point in time. People need to know, because I think Halo's going down the shitter, and I think nothing we can do can stop it, but I want people to know that this is the first sign that your game is going down the shitter. When people in your community are defending undefendable actions and just making statements like this without backing any of it up as to why you are a hater. Anyway, next comment. This comment here I have a really, really hard time stomaching, and like I said down below, what a tired, useless argument. Look at this guy's name. It's like he just fell onto the fucking keyboard with his face, and he just said, screw it, enter, this is my name. He goes, old Halo is disgusting. It was really fun back then. So it's not disgusting then, you absolute moron. That's a completely hypocritical statement. But do you really want to walk around sluggishly, hip fire till you kill somebody? I'm sorry, you still do that in Halo 5, don't you? Do you never hip fire till you kill somebody in Halo? So stupid. Enemy trying to do the same thing? What the fuck does that even mean? The enemy try to do the same thing? That makes no sense, man. No sense. In 2017, what does the year matter? What does the year matter? Look at sports. They're the exact same as they were 200-300 years ago. In 2017. You old fans might, but it wouldn't the growth of Halo. Yes, guys, that's right. It wouldn't the growth of Halo. Absolutely amazing comment right there. Nobel Prize. And here we go, guys. We have Elton John now commenting. He's gotten involved. He's taken a step away from his music to say, why the fuck are you crybaby bitch Halo fans crying? Yes, you crybaby bitch Halo fans are crying. I think we got it. About 343. Shut the fuck up. They are trying. But every time they do anything that isn't sucking Bungie's sellout dick, you pussies cop a squat and shit on their work. Well, man, I think they have more than enough people copping a squat on their work from multiple communities. A lot of people know to stay away from Halo because of the taint that 343 has brought to it. And I see, and I know he's not arguing that this is Microsoft's fault, but as an extension, a lot of people will make this exact type of comment, and I've seen this hundreds of times now on my videos, which is why I'm making this video, is that people say, well, it's not just 343, it's Microsoft. I don't give a shit who it is. We've brought feedback. Lots of feedback. Years worth of feedback. Extremely passionate, critical feedback. And nothing has been done. So, we're not crying about 343. We're just continually and consistently pointing out that we're bringing this feedback, they don't give a shit, and this makes us angry. You know? If I was, like, knocking on your wall, and you told me to stop, and I just kept going, and then the next day I do the same thing, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and you ask me to stop politely, you ask me to stop politely again, you ask me again, and I don't. Are you telling me that you're going to be perfectly calm and rational? Well, if you are, you're a Buddhist, you're the Dalai Lama, you're a better guy than me. So thank you very much, Elton John. Good luck with your marriage to Sir David Cornish. Now, this next one isn't even a hater comment. This is actually something that I totally agree with. Where he says, he/she says that we have to decide whether or not it's worth buying. This is on the video I made about Grim Brother 1 saying that a Halo fan was entitled, which was crazy. But they are deceptive. Halo 5's campaign was completely falsely advertised. Exactly. How are we supposed to make an accurate judgment when the company is lying? Exactly. Saying we are entitled for expecting too much is pathetic. Right on, dude. Right on. This is a great comment. The MCC was broken on release. Imagine if you go to a restaurant, I love this example by the way, and you order a pizza, and instead you get a plate with a rock on it. Can you eat that? No. Can you try? Yes. With extreme pain. I love that point. It completely sums up MCC. Yes, you can play it. Yes, it works sometimes. But it's an extremely painful experience. Well done. That was the MCC's launch. The way 343 is conducting their business is completely unprofessional, deceptive, and just rude. Fair play. This is the one positive comment that I'm seeing in this commentary, and a lot of people will look at what Waffle Meaning 44 is saying and say that he is a total hater. Waffle, you're not. You're using your brain. You're being objective about this, and you're right. You know, and I give the Roni stamp of approval. You are right. You're right, and I'm sure a lot of people in the comment section are completely nodding their heads right now, agreeing with you. Now, this next comment is calling out one of the biggest idiots on the 343 side. Raikou78, I think his name is Bobby or something like that. He says, you didn't even read the Twitter convo. This is where 343 were calling people entitled again. That started that thread. Keep bashing 343, you bungo fanboy. So I'm a bungo fanboy. I don't know what bungo is, but apparently I'm a fanboy for it, which is great. I love bungo, guys. It makes the best bungalows. So this guy Raikou, I don't know if you guys have interacted with him on Twitter, but this guy, if you say anything that's in any ways critical, even people that support 343, if they say anything critical, this dumbass actually dislikes the video, dislikes their comment, and tells them you're being blocked. He has blocked more people, I think, in the Halo community that support him than people that don't support his point of view. If you ever interact with this guy on Twitter, I don't use this comment quite a lot. I don't use this word quite a lot. He's an idiot. He is an idiot, so stay well away from him. This guy kind of epitomizes everything that is wrong for me with 343. And they like this guy's comment. I've seen them doing it before he blocked me on Twitter. Which was, when he blocked me, it was for a very benign commentary. I think it was something about, can Halo 5's content browser bring people back in? or give us ways to play classic Halo. And he was like, well, fuck you if you don't like the mechanics. It's like, whoa, my God, take a chill pill. So this next comment is absolutely gold. I've seen this a lot. Shut the fuck up, you're annoying as hell. You're not making anything better. You're just making people hate the game and lowering population. I can't make anyone hate the game. I cannot make anyone hate the game. If they hear my commentaries, you know, even after playing, and they agree with what I'm saying, maybe it will change their opinion, which is what my aim is. But if they hear my opinions prior to playing, and they think that I'm full of shit, then they go in, and they see what I'm saying is true, then I'm not making them hate the game. I've just awared them that this is the reality. I've got them thinking. So I've got them to use a little bit more critical thinking skills than a lot of people that just blindly support 343 have. So saying that I'm not making anything better, if Halo was to totally crash and they had 0 people and the classic audience said you need to make a classic Halo, and it's because of people like me that actually complained and told them that this is the wrong direction to bring the game in, if that happens, are you really going to say that I haven't done anything to make it better? I've tried. I've tried to show 343 through some of the constructive criticism and the comment sections in my videos that a lot of people do not like their direction. And they can listen to their 1% or they can listen to the 99%. And I know it's not 99% that support my direction, but I'm just using those figures as an example. Get off my case! So, the next comment is from Arc48. You'll probably see Arc defending 343 in a lot of videos. And I don't think Arc is inherently a bad guy. I actually agree with a lot of his opinions on SJWs and things like that. But I just don't like this comment, Arc. I'm just going to say it to you right now, man. And I'm not going to class you as 343 tarded. But, honestly, man, you're telling me I need to chill. You need to chill with some of these opinions, because just because you like a game does not mean that you can disregard opinions. So, bro, you need to chill. Do you honestly think that a ton of the community isn't entitled? Yes, I do. I think the majority of the community isn't entitled. You want an apology from 343 for the MCC, but you don't count ODST, a remastered map, and a month of Xbox Live Gold for free as an apology. Okay, so ODST, they probably would have released that as paid content. Do I have any evidence of this? No. But look at the track records. I think it was definitely going to be released as paid content. A remastered map? They gave us Relic, dude. Who gives a shit about Relic? It's one of the largest maps ever. Who cares about that? And it went to Halo 2 Anniversary, and some people were trying to play Team Slayer on that 50 high, which did not make any sense. And a month of free Xbox Live Gold. I mean, the fact of the matter is, the game wasn't playable for a few months. So, some people couldn't play online for upwards of 3 to 6 to 8 months. So giving 1 month free of Xbox Live, it just doesn't cut it. Then you get pissy because Grim politely pointed out that people expect the highest quality of standards from everything and throw a fit if it isn't. The highest quality of standards. The game didn't work. It didn't work. It still has glitched out achievements. The ranking system has never worked because it took such a scar to its population in the first few months. The game doesn't work. That's not the highest quality of standards. That's meeting a rational standard, which it didn't meet. That's my opinion on this. I know it's not yours, but look, I don't know how you have a leg to stand on this point. And you say that Halo 5 has half as much content as previous titles, but that is just wrong. Forge content does not count. If I can make the content in the game instead of the developers, I want a game made by the developers and then the community adds to it. That's how Halo 3 went. That's how Halo Reach went, dude. We added to it. They didn't. You know, they gave us a canvas. They gave us a lot to do. Bungie did, I'm talking about right now, in Halo 3 and Halo Reach. And then the community added to that. 343 gave us barely enough content, hid behind microtransactions, and then said we're going to feature these fan maps or do map remixes, which are basically lazy maps. Basically, you could do that in one afternoon. Okay, so Halo 5 is the same, if not more, than Halo 3 as of right now. What? What? Look at Halo 3's rankings. Even the ranking system and the progression system is way better in Halo 3 than it is in 5. And I'm just going to say, and I don't like using this word, but I think that that's a fact. Who the hell wants to grind up to 152? But you want to grind up to level 50, right? Or if you're level 45, you want to grind up to your Brigadier General. And you actually also have your playlist rank as well. So people could grind themselves up to a certain rank in a playlist so people would know, this dude plays a lot of this, he's good at the game. So you might be letting your anger partially write this comment. I think you did, but you found so much wrong with your video that you don't really care. Well, you should care, dude, because I find a lot wrong with your comment. Like I said, I think Ark is a good guy. I think you can be basically trained into thinking that this is a wrong, you know, you can train your mind to think a little bit more logically, dude. I know that you're still in high school. I think that you're still pretty logical as it is, and I do like you, but I don't like this opinion. I think that this is a totally ridiculous comment. I'm sorry to say. So the next comment, hater community and nostalgia fueled. You guys are shame. So I think Youre, I think that's his actual face, by the way, guys. Hater community and nostalgia fueled. It's not a hater community. It's a very, very, very critical community of what has happened to the game. We weren't never this critical for... People were critical of Reach, yeah, for sure. But we are never as critical as we were of Reach than we were of Halo 4, MCC, and Halo 5. And we were never this critical in Halo 3 and in Halo 2. So, I don't think it's nostalgia fueled. I think it's fueled by what Halo actually is. Okay? So 343 are changing the complete vision of what Halo really is at this point in time. So we have Halo 1, regular mechanics. Halo 2, regular mechanics. Halo 3, regular mechanics. Reach, regular and new mechanics. And then we have a total divergence. Halo 4, new mechanics, didn't work. MCC puts a universal interface, doesn't work. Classic and new Halo doesn't work in the same game. It just doesn't. And then Halo 5, totally new mechanics. Evidence that 343 copied from other games. If you don't believe me, go over to Weapons Grade's channel. He actually has a video detailing exactly. And it's the 343 employee. Don't just take his word for it. He has evidence that 343 copied elements from Destiny. They saw what other games were doing and said, that could work well in our game. Let's throw that in. So, it's not nostalgia fueled. None of this is. 343 have just copy and pasted things from other games. And we want Halo to be Halo. Which is why in the gameplay you're seeing me play Halo Online, because people want to play classic Halo on this. They have a PC, they crank the fuck out of the graphics, and then they play classic Halo. And they have options. And we have options if you play the game. You guys are shame. There seems to be a trend with some of these 343 bot comments where they just can't spell, man. Like, their spelling is absolutely atrocious. You know, you guys are shame. I can't remember the one from earlier, but I did point out another spelling mistake in this, and I see plenty of some of these comments I couldn't even put up because they were just so full of spelling mistakes that you guys would have just died of laughter. So I don't know what it is, guys. I really don't. But this thing, hater community and nostalgia fueled. Any other Halo YouTubers who are on my side of the fence will also see these types of comments being posted all the time. Completely ridiculous. It really is. It's not hating. It's not nostalgia fueled. It's fueled by what Halo is. And Halo is not a game that has sprint and terrible mechanics. And if you disagree, that's fine. But I think that you're a little bit too young to really understand what Halo is. You know, just saying, oh, I went back and played Halo 1, 2, and 3, and I think they're good games, but I think the new ones are better. Halo had a vision. Halo had a massive community because of what it was, and it doesn't anymore because of what it is. Alright guys, so that's going to be it from me. I know a lot of people are going to comment down below agreeing, and a lot of people are going to disagree. So, let's just say it like this. I don't care. These are my opinions. These are the opinions of a lot of people in this community. This is what I believe. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I see a lot of people sugarcoating it, and I see a lot of people not touching on these issues for fear of being seen as toxic. I don't think it is. I think it's the ultimate form of love for Halo to have this type of criticism and this type of passion to make a video knowing that I'm opening myself up to extreme criticism and, you know, extreme prejudice against my type of community, which is the real Halo community in my mind. So, thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, remember to like the video. If you didn't, dislike the video all you want. Comment down below, say whatever the hell you want, guys. But remember, I could put you on blast. And I'm very willing to put you on blast. So, I know you're probably not afraid, so fuck it. Go for it. Do it live! Alright guys, thank you very much. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe because plenty more videos are coming your way. And I'm still working on the video that Halo Online is as close as we're going to get to a Halo 3 anniversary, and that a lot of Halo fans should switch to PC. So thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye. Be good.